Hello all, Mr. Host here checking in. First time we're going to give this a shot. This is called a screencast or screen recording. That means you can see what I am doing on my computer while hearing my voice. And now this gives you a nice ability to see it back, rewind my voice, see what I did. Make sure you are doing all the right things, okay? So 3 things we're going to do today. First thing we're going to do a warm-up. Then I'm going to show you a couple things on a PowerPoint. And then you're going to kind of spur off and do your own assignment down here, okay? But first things first. Let's not get too carried away. Warm up chapter 2. Answer these questions for 10 points. 4 questions. What are the 4 layers of the earth? We discussed this yesterday. And they're also, hint, hint, still on the chalkboard. 2. What is an equinox? There's 2 of them. 3. What is a solstice? There's 2 of them. And 4. Explain the difference between revolution and rotation. Okay? Try your best. Good. Next thing on our agenda, I want to describe a couple landforms. Now, landforms are things that we can physically see and touch with our own eyes. Okay? So what are landforms? Well, they are natural shapes or features called landforms. There are many different types of landforms, and in this PowerPoint, we're just gonna go through a couple, so all you have to do is really sit back, relax, and kick your feet up. Not really. You don't want to stay for detention. A mountain. A mountain is a place on Earth's surface that is much higher than the land around it. And again, we learned about this yesterday, and the reason why mountains are created is because of the tectonic plates actually pushing up against each other. So if there was one coming from this side and one coming from this side, it would be pushing this peak up. And that's how that mountain got very, very high. The next thing is a valley. So a valley basically is, we have 2 sides of mountain ranges, mountain range over here and a mountain range over here, and then there's this lowland, almost like a U or a V, V for valley. A valley is a lowland area between high lands such as mountains. Sometimes there's a street, sometimes there's a river, and you can even see some people live down here. Canyon. Canyon is a deep valley with very steep sides. So like this valley, that's kind of like a nice kind of curvature downward. This one, a canyon, is a steep, whoa, I'm walking, oh, that one's gonna hurt. Okay, so it's very, very steep. It's flat, and then, whoa. Movies always see that, like someone running, oh, I'm gonna run away from the bad guy, and then they stop and juke out the bad guy, and the bad guy falls, and the good guy's up here, woo, okay? Steep sides. Valley is not curved. Plain. Whoa, look at that. Take a look at that. That is a beautiful picture. So a plain is basically a really flat area of land on Earth's surface. Look how flat that is. It's perfect farmland overlooking a very beautiful mountainous view. Awesome. Just take a moment and stare at it. All right, great. Plateau. Plateaus are kind of weird. So it's nice and flat here like a plain. But then we have this mountainous type deal, and it's really flat. It's like a bad haircut. It's a flat top, and then it drops off again. So a plateau is an area of flat land that is higher than all the land around it. So it's all nice and flat here, and then a random plateau in the middle. Island. Very simply put, an island is a landmass that is surrounded by water on all sides, surrounded. So you can only get to an island by a boat, or you could swim, or take a submarine, or you might be a squid. Any of those ways. Lake. Lake, like an island, but a little bit different. And a lake is surrounded by land. Instead of being surrounded by water, it is surrounded by land. So here we have a lake here, and then a smaller lake. Sometimes lakes are man-made. Like this one might be man-made. This one looks pretty natural. Ocean. Ocean is the largest body of water on Earth. And remember, this is typically salt water. Now, lakes are typically freshwater, meaning we can drink them when filtered and cleaned. Sometimes we'll have a saltwater lake, not typically. Coast. The coast is the area where the ocean touches the land. So here's the ocean out here, and that's where it is right here touching the coast. There's usually a cliff or a beach. There's a little bit of a beach, but here's the coastline. This is actually steep cliffs, but usually a beach, and here's the coast. Desert. A desert is a hot, dry place with little or no rainfall. That's because, well, at one time, there might have been some grassland here, but over time, as our world has been heating up, a lot of this water and arable land and very nutritious land has started to recede and get really dry, which causes this dryness in the sand. River. A river is a long flowing body of water, fresh body of water, fresh. And it usually cuts through like this. And over time, we as humans, we gotta get frustrated with rivers, and we've actually tried to alter them. Not only is that not natural, but it also causes some flooding at times. Sometimes it stop flooding, but then it floods other areas. We'll talk about how to control rivers at another time. Glacier, a slow-moving massive river of ice formed by the accumulation and compaction of snow on mountains or near the poles. So basically big lumps of snow and ice coming together and kind of moving really slow. That's a glacier. Arch. A natural arch is a rock formation that has naturally occurring curved shape. Naturally curved shape. No one did this. This naturally happened. A rock bridge is created between two cliffs and an open air space located underneath the bridge. So usually in an area with lots of cliffs, if you look in the background, the landscape, you can see these mountains are very high, and even look back here. Beautiful scenery. And that's our last one. So now we're going to take a look at today's assignment. So I'm going to minimize this. I am going to close this out because I completed my warm-up. And I am going to go to chapter 2. Okay, so as you can see, warm-up chapter 2 is here. We did this. Check. Now we're going to chapter 2, wonderful landforms. Whoa, I'm going to click here. There's a Google Doc. This is first period, so no one has turned it in yet. Boom, hello. What you need to do, pick a landform, any of those discussed. From my discussion on the screencast right now, or this link below. So let's take a look. If you click this link, they have so many great landforms you can choose from. So choose one, find 1 to 2 images about it, write a paragraph, 5 to 6 sentences, and that's it. You could even tab down and start this kind of mini assignment on the bottom of this direction sheet. Let me see if I can find the actual. No, but just click the link. Okay, good job, guys. Maybe we'll do this in the past. Let me know how you like it. Tell me by the end of class if you like the screencast, you don't like the screencast. All right, happy class.